How is everybody doing? I'm doing okay. Thank you for asking. Tis I, the Native Patriot. Welcome back to my channel. As you can tell from the title of the video down below, I wanted to talk about something that kind of irritates me, as well as many other things that irritate me in this world. SJWs, and specifically Native American SJWs, and how they're basically trying to get white people to accept them, even though that's not what they think they're doing. They think they're just trying to diversify white society with more diversity and stuff like that. These SJWs are kind of like begging white people or white culture or white society to accept them. And how it's weird because they tend to see me as somebody who is a registered Republican and who is a Trump supporter as me trying to get white people or white society to accept me as a white person or as a part of white society. And I know if this is your first time watching a video like this may not make sense to you, but if you're subscribed to my channel, I'm guessing you already kind of understand these concepts. But for most of you, if this is your first video, I am 100% Native American and I'm Navajo and I'm also a gay person. So being a Native American and a gay person and being a registered Republican and being a Trump supporter is blasphemous to these SJWs, and they see me as like voting against my own interest, which is a whole another video I could talk about. But I get accused by these SJWs that I'm trying to cozy up to the white man, or I'm trying to be a part of white society by being a registered Republican. This is what they tell me. The way I look at it is that these SJWs, and especially Navajo or Native American SJWs, if you guys don't know what an SJW it's a social justice warrior, which basically just means a woke person, a person that's like into identity politics, and also like they're on the left politically. So like an example that kind of doesn't really have to do with Native Americans, but the Oscars So White thing that happened a couple of years ago, where these SJWs were trying to like cancel the Oscar award shows because there was too many white people in there, not enough color and diversity and blah, 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 blah. They were basically, in my mind, begging the white Oscars to accept them into their award show. This is the thing that bugs me about specifically Native American SJWs, Navajo SJWs, these woke Navajo people, these woke Native American people that complain about colonizers. Basically, colonizers is like a dirty word. They complain about colonizers and they complain about white culture and all this stuff, yet these same Native Americans, these same Navajos, they will go to white schools. Like they'll go to California and they'll go get further indoctrinated to hate white people and to hate white culture and all this stuff. And they won't stay on the reservations. They won't go to the Native American universities. They go to white schools and they complain and protest about how white people don't accept them. And then they patron all of these big white corporations like Starbucks and all of these things. They participate in white culture at the same time. They are complaining and begging white culture to accept them. You know, they're not staying on the reservation. They're not going to Native American universities and getting further empowered there. They're going to white spaces and begging white people to accept them. And the thing that really bothers me is like, why are you begging for white society and white people to accept you? It's like, why do you need that validation from white people? And it's so weird because, as I was saying earlier in this video, that these woke Native Americans will judge people like me and say that I'm trying to get white people to accept me into their culture because I'm a registered Republican. So they're accusing me of trying to get white people to accept me into their culture, yet that's literally what they are doing by going off the reservation or leaving their small towns from their native community and going to white schools in California or wherever and getting indoctrinated and all of this stuff to hate white people. And then they're doing things like protesting about, how we need more diversity and blah, 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 blah. And it's like they don't realize that they're the ones that are actually begging white people and white culture to accept them into their society. And I'm over here like, I don't care. I don't care who, like, I care. Like, I care about my family. I care what they think. I care what my friends think. But, like, general society, like, I don't care if you don't accept me into your spaces or whatever. It's like, I don't need to beg anybody to accept me or to accept who I am or to accept me into their spaces. So I guess this is just a big exercise or a big example of projection. But without further rambling, I think you kind of hopefully understand what I was talking about. I would love to talk more about this, but I tend to ramble and I don't want to keep this video super long. So I'm going to stop it right there. But I think you got the gist of what I was talking about if you have not already. Follow me on social media at The Native Patriot. I'm still waiting for Truth Social to open up. I've been on the wait list for like ever. So anyways, I'm going to stop it there and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye.